Exteriors presents the 2025 Class 3A Softball State Championship. We are streaming live on Facebook at Region Sports Nation, on YouTube at the Region Sports channel, and online at regionsports.com. We come to you today from Bittinger Stadium in West Lafayette, home of the Purdue Lady Boilermakers, as the Hanover Central Wildcats take on the Indianapolis Cathedral Irish for the Class 3A softball state title. I'm Chris Ramirez. I'll call all of the action for tonight's contest. And sitting alongside me on production detail is Zach Zanelli. Once again, thank you for joining us. Enigenberg Exteriors, our presenting sponsor, is a premier provider of roofing and siding services with over 40 years of experience. Check them out on the web at ebergexteriors.com. All right, let's take a look here at the Economy Electric heating and cooling first pitch forecast for tonight's final game. Right now it is 71 degrees with a northeast breeze at about 9 miles an hour. We'll get down to as low as 69 by 10 o'clock. So the weather's going to remain mostly unchanged for the rest of the night. No rain. The heavier, darker clouds that were here earlier are gone. We're still overcast. It's gray, but not dark gray. So it's been very comfortable, little to no humidity, just enough of a breeze to keep you warmed up or to keep you cooled off. And hopefully Hanover Central will be able to bring the third state title back to Northwest Indiana for this weekend. We want to thank Economy Electric Heating and Cooling for sponsoring the first pitch forecast. Visit them on the web at forajobdoneright.com.
Mr. Dave Chandler of McCordsville, Indiana.
Let's join the PA man.
Dave began officiating volleyball, wrestling, and softball in 2000. He is currently active in volleyball and softball. In the sport of volleyball, Dave has officiated multiple years and levels in the IHSAA State Tournament Series. In the sport of softball, Dave has umpired 17 sectionals, 13 regionals, 8 semi-states, and 2 state finals. He has served as the officials coordinator at the state finals 10 times. He's been a softball clinician since 2009 and became a lead clinician in 2015. Dave has been a guest at the NFHS Rules Committee meeting since 2016 and a National Federation National Rules Interpreter since 2021. Dave offers his skills and time in creating and updating training materials for state associations. He authors a weekly rules interpretation publication during the softball season for training purposes for umpires and state associations. Dave continues to be instrumental in the recruitment and education of young officials and is a great resource for all. Thank you, Dave, for your service to the sport of softball and to high school athletics in the state of Indiana.
And there you have the presentation pregame ceremony. And I believe there's one more to go. And then we should be ready for softball. This looks like something. Well, let's see what it is. I'm not exactly
now,
sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please direct your attention to the field as IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig, Assistant Commissioner Kerry Rosati, and Andrew Buckle, the Executive Director of K-14 for Ivy Tech Community College, present the Champion of Education Awards for Class 3A Softball. This award recognizes teachers and faculty who go above and beyond to challenge students to reach their full potential and help them become the best versions of themselves. As an organization that emphasizes keeping education at the forefront of high school athletics, the IHSAA is proud to shine a light on 2 honorees in this year's class. On behalf of Ivy Tech Community College, presenting sponsors of the IHSAA Champion of Education Award, the IHSAA will award $250 to the classroom of each recipient. Michelle Duffy teaches English and student media at Hanover Central High School, where her impact extends far beyond the classroom. Known for forging meaningful, lasting connections with her students, Michelle blends high expectations with unwavering encouragement. She challenges her students to rise to their potential while offering the support they need to get there. A steady, trusted presence on campus, Michelle leads with integrity, compassion, and a commitment to doing what's right. Linda Bamrick is an English and physical education teacher at Cathedral High School. Linda is the heart and soul of the softball program. Linda ensures the softball team has the correct uniforms, prepares team meals, manages behind-the-scenes coordination, checks up on grades, and serves as a mother to each member of the program. She is the biggest cheerleader, both on and off the field, and puts others' successes before her own. Cathedral is blessed to have Linda Bamrick. On behalf of all 409 member schools across the state of Indiana, thank you for helping Hoosier High School students become the best versions of themselves. Fans, please stand and show your appreciation for these champions of education and their invaluable service to their school communities.
All right, there you have it. I believe those are going to be all the pregame festivities of that time. And now we'll meet both teams.
First, the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Hanover Central Wildcats.
Hanover will be the visiting team.
Number 1, Kaylee Blocker. Number 2, Alyssa Bauman. Number 4, Reagan Trainer. Number 7, Al Mowry. Number 8, Emma Mueller. Number 11, Claire Edgerton. Number 13, Jordan Barble. Number 15, Sophia Simmons. And number 18, Corinne Schultz. Here's the starting lineup for the Wildcats. Leading off, the catcher, number 21, Sienna Stilley. Batting second, shortstop, number 12, Sienna Edwards. Batting third, right fielder, number 17, Brooklyn Osterman. Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 14, Julian DeYoung. Batting fifth, center fielder, number 6, Adeline McMahon. Batting sixth, the designated player, number 16, Caden Poppy. Batting seventh at first base, number 5, Abby Keston. Batting eighth at second base, number 3, Rebecca Ferguson. Batting ninth and left field, number 9, Nora Edgerton. The flex player at third base, number 10, Kendall Laurel. The Wildcats are coached by Sam Enkowitz. He's assisted by Alyssa Albrecht. Kevin Duffy, Megan Myers, Brian Miller, and Mike Bontra. And now let's meet the home team on the scoreboard. The Cathedral Irish. First, the reserves. Number 17, Amanda Lutke. Number 12, Ellis Land. Number 10, Mackenzie White. Number 11, Ella Muzichuk. Number 21, Riley Love. Number 7, Shelby Johnson. And number 8, Lauren Wright. Here's the starting lineup for the Irish. Leading off at shortstop, number 5, Anna Moore. Batting second at second base, number 2, Jordan Hazelwood. Batting third at third base, number 3, Angie Valentine. Batting fourth at first base, number 33, Maddie Leiter. Batting fifth, the starting pitcher, number 25, Sydney Vesco. Batting sixth in right field, number 6, Amaya Gary. Batting seventh in center field, number 4, Sydney Matthews. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 28, Kelsey Perez. And batting ninth, the designated player, number 13, Kirsten Hensbrough. The flex player is in left field, number 14, Lola Sarzi. The Irish are coached by Tony Matthews. He's assisted by Linda Bamrick, Kathleen Senizan, Brittany Ford, Janae Hogg, Billy Jennings, and Scott Lutke. Good luck to both teams. Here are tonight's officials, the umpires for the Class 3A State Championship. Behind the plate from Greencastle, Indiana, Mark Miller. On the bases from Valparaiso, Fred Shute. And from LaPorte, Carrie Schnitt. Thank you to these 3 officials and all the officials serving student athletes across the state of Indiana.
All right, I believe that is it for all the pregame acknowledgments and so forth. Thank you to the PA people here. Cathedral, the home team, is out on the field warming up right now. Hanover Central will come to bat first. Let's take a look at the Great Lakes Sports Hub batting order. Great Lakes Sports Hub, more than just a dome. Sienna Smiley, the catcher, leads things off for the Wildcats, and Sienna Ankowitz will follow, the shortstop. Brooklyn Oostman is the right fielder hitting third. Jillian DeYoung will bat cleanup and pitch. Adeline McMahon, the center fielder, follows. Then Caden Pop is the designated player. Abby Caston is at first. Rebecca Ferguson at second. And Noah Edgerton is in left field. Lola Scarcy, Sydney Matthews, and Amaya Gary are the outfielders, left, center, and right for Cathedral. Angie Valentine, Anna Moore, Jordan Hazelwood, and Maddie Leiter make up the infield from third to first, with Sydney Fesco in the circle and Kelsey Paris behind the plate. We are set. Sienna Stilley is in the box. Here comes the pitch from Fesco. That's up at the letters for a strike. 0-1, we are underway. 28-2 is Cathedral. Hanover at 18-12. So Hanover, you wouldn't have guessed a few weeks ago that with their record, they'd be playing here today, but they got hot at the right time. 0-2 the count with that pitch fouled back. You guys want to check on all the baseball scores? We've got the hometown scoreboard rolling for you on Facebook and on YouTube, courtesy of your neighborhood Strachan Van Til Food Market. That pitch is down low, misses for a ball, 1-2. Very lively crowd here tonight for this ball game. Probably its best crowd of the day, I'll say that much. I don't know if it's quite as good as the North Newton 1A game yesterday. Caston, is that who they played? The Eels? I believe it is. Time is called. The hitter steps out. Pitch back to the screen, 2-2. Hanover won the 2004 state softball championship. They had a good run back in those days. I believe they were runners-up at least once, if not more than once in that era. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third, backhanded, throws over to first in time. Stille retired 5-3 to start the ball game, and that'll bring up
number 12, Sienna Inkowitz.
Sienna Inkowitz. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to tonight's ball game, courtesy of Enigenberg Exteriors in Cedar Lake. Fly ball, drifting foul, slicing and falls foul along the right side. 3 Cathedral players chasing after it. None of them could get there in time. 0-1, Inkowitz looking to get something started here for the Wildcats. Here comes the pitch on the outside corner. It's now 0-2. After the game, we'll name out, after the conclusion of the game, we will name our award winners, which include the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero. Popped up on the infield first base side, just goes foul along the dugout. Nice a catch by a fan there on the ricochet. In addition to the Lantern Man Superhero, we'll name the Boilermakers 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game and the Ironworkers Local 395 Play of the Game. The Ironworkers 395, proud to be Union. Here comes the pitch. That ball's high and outside, but not by much. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Punch to the first base side. First baseman comes in, grabs it, steps on first. That's Matty Leiter. And the side is retired. Or 2 outs, rather, sorry. I don't mean to get ahead of myself. Thank you, Zach. A long at bat there by Ankowitz. Brooklyn Usman now, the right fielder, steps in with 2 out. Pitch swung on and missed. Pitcher took a little something off of that, and it was a bit off speed and then seemed to break away when it got to the plate. The hitter swung right over the top of it. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Kicking the pitch. Oh, she chased one. Strike 3. The inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left. We're going to go to the bottom of the first. No score on the Region Sports Network. The only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Enigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Enigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit enigenberg.com for more information or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Enigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
Are also available following the game.
Welcome back, everybody, to Bittinger Stadium, near the campus of Purdue University here in West Lafayette, Indiana. I'm Chris Ramirez with Zach Zanelli. Bottom of the first with the 3A state championship on the line. Hanover Central and Indy Cathedral going at it. Let's take a look at the Great Lakes Sports Hub batting order for Cathedral. Anna Moore leads things off, followed by Jordan Hazelwood, Angie Valentine, Maddie Leiter, Sydney Fesco, Amaya Gary, Sydney Matthews, Kelsey Perez,
shortstop number 5, Anna Moore.
And I'll have to get another look at that number 9 hitter. The catcher is Kelsey Beres, by the way, Beres. I believe I pronounced that wrong initially. And looking for one other name here. Kirsten Hansborough, that's your number 9 hitter in the Bobby Morris Great Lakes Sports Hub batting order. Great Lakes Sports Hub. They have it all from batting cages to the Hub Sports Cafe to a go-kart track. Visit the Hub at 1301 Maryville Road in the town of Crown. Two balls, one strike. That's over to even things up. Valpo and Goshen underway in the 4A Semi-State Baseball Championship. No score, top of the third. That ball game is available for you on Region Sports. Swung on and missed. Anna Moore is retired on strikes for the first out of the inning. Boone Grove and Wapahani, bottom of the second, no score. Andrean and Northwood not quite underway yet. About a half hour before that gets started. This is Jordan Hazelwood, the second baseman. Left-handed hitter for Cathedral. Class 1A through 4A has a Northwest Indiana team repping it in baseball, so all of those scores right now are available, and we're updating them on the hometown scoreboard, courtesy of your neighborhood Strachan Van Til Food Market. Fouled back to the screen. 1-2 the count. Nora Edgerton, Alamine McMahon, Brooklyn Oostman, Kendall Rowe, Santa Ankle, I'm sorry, let me back up. Nora Edgerton, Alamine McMahon, and Brooklyn Oostman are the outfielders for Hanover, left, center, and right. Kendall Rowe, Sienna Ankewitz, Rebecca Ferguson, and Abby Caston are the infielders from third to first. The catcher is Stiana Stilley, and the Enigenberg exterior home improvement hurler is Jillian DeYoung, 7-6 on the year with a 1.66 ERA. Two balls and two strikes. Here's the pitch, fouled off, left side. Hanover comes in with a record of 18-12. That includes a 7-0 mark in the state tournament, which means their regular season record was 11-12. Fouled off. 2-2 the count remains. And I will say this, it's not often you see a team with a losing regular season record make it to the state finals in any sport. So you got to give these ladies of the Hanover Central Wildcats a big hand. They got hot and got to put it together at the right time. There's a pitch, a high pitch, swung on and missed by Hazelwood. She was fooled, a tricky pitch there. Had a lot of movement on it, came in slow and high. And now Angie Valentine, the shortstop, comes to the plate. Foul tip, might have got the catcher's hand there. He got her in the face mask and maybe ricocheted off the hand. The catcher takes time, walks out to the circle, wipes her face and comes on back. Yeah, it looks like she's signaling to the head coach that she's okay, but it did catch her in the mask. Sam Ankewitz, head coach for Hanover. He waits out there for a second. First has a quick word with the umpire, then the pitcher, probably just buying his catcher a couple extra seconds. Pitch swung on and missed. Here comes the 0-2. Just barely got a piece of it and fouled it off. If you look at it on paper, the Irish are heavy favorites coming in at 28-2 against the team, as I just mentioned, was 11-12 to finish the regular season. But none of that means anything here. You got to win today. Paper doesn't mean much anymore. You got to get it done on the diamond. Here comes the 1-2. Fouled back out of play. Whoop. Ball rolls back down the screen and onto the field. Almost hits the batter in the head there. Fans started yelling for her to move, and it just missed her. It was rolling slow, though. I don't think it would have done much damage, or any damage for that matter. Okay, here comes the 1-2. Valentine is far up in that right-hander's batter's box as you can get. And that hit her. It hit her. I will say this about getting hit in softball. We've seen it a few times today. As Maddie Leiter steps up, you don't see the girls flinching when the pitch comes in like you do in baseball. You know what I'm saying, Zach? You got a 98-mile-an-hour fastball buzzing. You try to get out of the way. We haven't seen that today with the girls, have we? They're more than willing to take it. First base runner of the game for Cathedral. DeYoung checks her wristband, now comes home with a strike. 1-1 the count. Definitely an air of electricity going on here in this nightcap. The buzz definitely better for this one than we saw for the first couple here. There's a pitch swung on and missed. Not that those weren't okay, they were. But we've got a packed house here for this one. Again, I don't think it's as packed as the 1A game. That was the biggest crowd of the weekend, I believe. Here's the pitch. Check, swing, strike. Strike three, the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one left on base. We'll go to the second. No score on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step towards your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
Brian Bornino and Bailey West.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Have you been to Bada Boom Fireworks in Lowell and DeMont yet? They have it all, big and small, from sparklers, spinners, and bottle rockets to artillery shells and aerial repeaters. Visit Bada Boom in Lowell and DeMont and choose from hundreds of items, including cakes, fountains, Big Daddy canister shells, and so much more. Put your love for America on full display this 4th of July. Celebrate our nation's independence and style with an assortment of fun and spectacular fireworks from Bada Boom Fireworks in Lowell and DeMont. Jillian DeYoung leads things off as Enigenberg Exteriors presents the Class 3A State Softball Championship. There's a pitch up high for ball one. No score, top of the second. Here's the pitch. Punched out in front of the plate. Now it rolls backward into foul territory. Here comes the 1-1. That's over for a strike, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Line smash into center, and it drops in for a base hit. A sharply hit line drive single by DeYoung to start things off for the Wildcats. That's one of the hardest hit balls we've seen all day. It was scorched out there. Center fielder thought about coming in and trying to make a running catch on it, but pulled up instead rather than have the ball get by her. We may be having a courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner at first base for Hanover Central, number 8, Emma Mueller.
Emma Mueller is the designator, the courtesy runner.
Center fielder number 6, Adeline McMahon.
Adeline McMahon. Left-handed hitting McMahon up at the plate. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. Valpo and Goshen, no score in the 4th. Baseball semi-state. Pitch fouled off. Boone Grove and Wapahani, no score in the 3rd. Here comes the 1-1. That's over for a strike. McMahon showed bunt. One and two. That one slapped foul the other way by the left-handed hitter. Cathedral fans dressed in their Irish green. Kelly green, I guess that would be, right? Was that the Irish green? Is that Kelly? Is that what they use? I believe it is. A lot of football players, it looks like, standing out there. I just talked to a buddy of mine who's got a kid on the team, and he said they got over 300 players fouled in front of the plate. I believe it hit the batter in the box, so a foul ball. Over 300 players in uniform, grades 9 through 12 at Cathedral. And their enrollment's not that high. I think it's like 1 out of every 3 boys or something is playing football, he said. Incredible. Here comes the 1-2. A good at bat, following a lot of pitches. A Cathedral fan botched that one right in his hands. And his buddies are giving him the business down the third base line. Here comes the pitch from Fesco. She checks the runner. Swung on and missed, strike 3. McMahon had a good at bat, but it ends with a K. And now that'll bring up the designated hitter, Caden Pop.
The designated player, number 16, Caden Poppy.
Poppy would be the correct pronunciation on that. Here's the pitch. Fastball over for a strike. No balls, one strike, runner at first. One out in the inning. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Here's the pitch. Line drive right to the shortstop. Throw to first. Double play. That'll end the inning. A line drive shot to short. Throw over to first for the double play. No runs, one hit, no errors, nobody left. We will go to the bottom of the second. No score on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work. You're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
All right, we are back here at Bittinger Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. Zach Sinelli and yours truly, Chris Ramirez. Bottom of the second, no score. Hanover trying to be the third team in the North to bring home a state title. North Newton and Crown Point have already done it. Hanover will have to overcome quite a formidable foe in Indy Cathedral, 28-2 on the season, compared with 18-12 for Hanover. There's a little line drive fister out there to short, caught by the shortstop, Sienna Ankowitz, for the first out of the inning. Fesco is retired. And that'll bring up Amaya Gary. I will say an impressive crowd for Cathedral as their fans continue to flock in here. The Hanover side, let me take a look if I can untangle myself. Yeah, definitely not quite as a decent crowd, don't get me wrong. But doesn't appear to have quite the same volume of fans. And I mean that in more than one way. They're very loud on that side, and there are a lot of them. Here's the pitch. Up high. Pop up on the infield. Shortstop can't get there. Neither can the second baseman. What a break for Cathedral. A little blooper on the infield that doesn't go more than 70 feet. The shortstop's running over from short across second base, in front of second base, I should say. And the ball just kept drifting away from him. She got a glove on it, but it dropped in. And Amaya Gary with a lucky single. A one-out lucky single. And now Sydney Matthews comes up to bat for the Irish. Popped it up, a bunt rather. Caught by the pitcher, throws over to first. Not in time for the double play, but they do get the first out, or rather the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 28, Kelsey Perez.
Kelsey Perez is the hitter now. She's the catcher for Cathedral. There's a base hit into center field. Perez is on first with a base hit. And Amaya Gary moves to second.
The designated player, number 13, Kirsten Hensbrough.
Kirsten Hansbrough now comes up to bat. Number 17 comes in to run.
Courtesy runner at first base for the Irish, number 17.
Amanda Lupke is the base runner. Here's the pitch, bunted in front of the mound, or in front of the circle, throw to first in time to retire the side. A surprising bunt there with 2 out and a runner in scoring position. But nonetheless, that ends the inning for Hanover. We'll move now to the third inning, no score between Hanover and Indy Cathedral here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schragle, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you can reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
For all your sporting good needs.
Welcome back, everybody. We move to the third inning, and Hanover's hanging tough with Indy Cathedral. No score through the first 2. Coming up this inning, as we take a look at our Great Lakes Sports Hub batting order, it'll be Abby Caston, Rebecca Ferguson, and Nora Edgerton, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Wildcats. Here's the pitch, up high for a ball. Lola Scarcy, Sydney Matthews, and Amaya Gary are the outfielders for the Irish, left, center, and right. Angie Valentine, Anna Moore, Jordan Hazelwood, and Maddie Leiter are the infielders from third to first. Kelsey Perez is the catcher. Pop up to third, 1 out, as Caston is retired.
Number 3, Rebecca Ferguson.
And one last name to mention, Sydney Fesco is in the circle for the Irish, which makes her the pitcher. One out, top of the third. Here's the pitch. Here comes the 1-0, fouled out of play, third base side, pulled foul by the right-handed hitter. That scatters a bunch of the Cathedral moms who wanted no part of that descending foul ball. Boone Grove takes a 2-0 lead in their semi-state baseball championship game. 1-2 the count now. All the scores we give out tonight, including Goshen leading Valpo 1-0, and Couts and Clinton Prairie at no score. Andrean not yet started. All these scores are courtesy of the hometown scoreboard. What I mean is they're all on the hometown scoreboard. There's a pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. And the hometown scoreboard is a courtesy of your neighborhood Strachan Van Til Food Market.
The left fielder, number 9, Nora Edgerton.
Nora Edgerton now, the left fielder, steps in with 2 out. Here's the pitch. A running swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Fesco checks the wristband. Knows what she's going to throw. Here it comes, fouled off. The third of 3 games here today. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-2. Boy, Cathedral was running towards the dugout. The pitcher staring down somebody, maybe the catcher, maybe the home plate umpire. Now she's got the ball and doesn't go directly back to the circle. She walks out of the circle towards second base. I'm guessing she's expressing her disapproval of that last call. Let's see what happens now. That one bounces in, ball 2. Fesco gets the sign from the dugout, checks the wristband. Gets set, here's the pitch. Slap to the shortstop, throw over to first isn't going to be in time. Edgerton, the left-hander, beats it out, safe at first. Hanover has their second base runner.
The catcher, number 21, Sienna Stilley.
And now the catcher and leadoff hitter, Sienna Stilley, comes to the plate. Let's see if Hanover can get something going here with 2 outs in the inning. Fesco with the pitch, fouled out of play, right side. Sienna Stilley, right-handed hitter, 0 for 1 in the game. The pitch, outside for a ball. 1-1. Fastball misses outside, 2-1. The pitch by Fesco. Fly ball well hit, left center, way back, way back, way back. That ball is gone. A 2-run home run for Sienna Stilley.
Home run by Sienna Stilley, her 17th of the year.
Sienna Stilley.
Number 12, Sienna Enkowitz.
She got all of that one deep over the left center field wall. Left center field wall. Two to nothing. Hanover leads it. Stilley, am I reading that right? 16 home runs? 16 home runs make it 17. Pow, bada boom, just like that. 2-0 Hanover. The Cathedral crowd is shocked in silence. And the Hanover fans all of a sudden buzzing with electricity. Sienna Enkowitz is now the hitter. 2 balls, no strikes. Just like that, Hanover with a 2-0 lead. Pitch upstairs, 3-0. Time is called by the Cathedral dugout. There's going to be a visit to the circle. And the Hanover fans are rocking below us. Sienna Stilley. Boy, if that holds up, we've got our Ironworkers Local 395 play of the game. I didn't think it had enough when it left the bat. I thought it was going to be a gapper out by the Purdue peace sign out there, the Purdue symbol on the outfield wall. That's where I thought it was going to hit the warning track maybe or bounce in a little before it, but the ball just kept going. It stayed in flight. Nearly hit the light post. 2-0. Hanover leads it. 3-0 count. There's a pitch, a strike on the outside corner. Taking all the way was Enkowitz. 3-1 now the count. Boone Grove up 2-0 over Wapahani in the 4th. Up high, ball 4. Hanover with another base runner.
The right fielder, number
Brooklyn
17, Brooklyn Ostman.
Brooklyn Ostman now the hitter, the right fielder. Number 3 hitter in the lineup. 2 outs in the inning. Line smash, just fouled down the right field line. Ostman went the other way. The Cathedral crowd in a stunned silence to our left. Here's the pitch. Took something off that. The hitter swung over it and missed. 0-2 now the count. A pretty decent crowd on the outfield berm. Lawn chairs and blankets. Here comes the pitch. Outside now, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Inside and high. The count's even now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the 2-2. Popped up, shortstop goes back, makes the catch to end the inning. But not before Hanover scores 2 runs on a Sienna Stille long ball over the left field fence. We move to the bottom of the third, 2-0 Wildcats on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
We are back, bottom of the third. Hanover Central with a 2-run lead courtesy of Sienna Stille's 17th home run.
This message was brought to you by
Nora Edgerton was on base. And now we go to bottom of the third. Leading things off, this looks like it will be the leadoff hitter, Anna Moore.
Leading out for Cathedral, the shortstop number 5, Anna Moore.
There's a pitch up high. Ball 1, the inning is underway. That misses 2-0. Line drive smash, that's going to drop in safely in right field for a base hit. Drops in front of Brooklyn Oostman. A leadoff single for Anna Moore as the Irish try to mount a rally. Hometown scoreboard update, 4-0 Couts, top of the second. Boone Grove and Wapahani tied 2-2, top of the fourth. There's a bunt foul. Northwood and Andrean are yet to start. And Goshen leads Valpo 1-0 in the top of the 5th. All those courtesy of the hometown scoreboard from your friends at your neighborhood Strachan Van Til Food Market. We are hoping to get all 4 region baseball teams down to Victory Field next week. Need Boone Grove to recapture their lead. Need Valpo to take charge and get a lead. Hopefully Andran will dispose of the 59ers. And we'd like to see Couts hang on. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled off. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from DeYoung. Oh, what a beautiful pitch. She changed speeds, put some movement on it, froze the hitter, strike 3. Hazelwood is retired, and that'll bring up Angie Valentine. Great pitch by DeYoung, great pitch. Fly ball, left field side, foul. Drops in foul territory. DeYoung checks the wristband. Here comes the pitch. Fastball outside. Hanover fans wondering why that wasn't called a strike. That pitch misses. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Popped up behind home plate. Catcher dives and can't quite come up with it. Sienna Stille with a great effort. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Just misses. The count's full now, 3-2. 1 out, runner at first. Hanover up by 2. Here comes DeYoung. Fastball fouled off. DeYoung has the pitch she wants. Here it comes. Line drive, base hit up the middle. Valentine is at first with a single. And Anna Moore moves up to second. 1 out, and Maddie Leiter comes to the plate.
Number 33, Maddie Leiter.
The Irish are now threatening. That's a pitch up high for a ball. DeYoung gets set. Here's the pitch. Line drive down the left field line. Curving, foul. Woo, that was close. The Hanover fans breathe a sigh of relief in front of us. Here's the pitch. Fastball. That missed. That missed the strike zone. My vision is not so good. Here's the pitch. That's over for a strike. 2-2 the count now. Still only one out in the inning. DeYoung looking at the dugout, wants to know what pitch. Here it comes. Up high for a ball. We're full, 3-2. Woo! Swung on and missed. Strike three, a big out for Hanover. Leiter is retired, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Sidney Fesco. Over the outside corner for a strike.
And this is the pitcher, number 25, Sidney Fesco.
Sidney Fesco, the hitter. DeYoung staring at her wristband. Now she's set. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed. Hanover fans, some of them rising to their feet here with an 0-2 count, 2 on and 2 out. Here's the pitch. Fouled off by Fesco. The Hanover crowd has grown significantly. I still think a small edge might go to the team in the green. There's a pitch outside. Runner's caught between second and third. The throw down, dives back into second, safe. Slight hesitation on the release there by the catcher, waiting for the second baseman to get over to second. And that may have been what saved the base runner there. Here's the 1-2. Inside and high, 2-2. Here's the pitch. Punched foul the other way, down the right field line near the dugout, out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out, 2-0 Hanover. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, left field. Left fielder's right there to make the catch. Nora Edgerton to retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. We're going to the 4th. Hanover up 2-0 on the Region Sports Network. The only game in town.
The Athletic Performance Factory is Northwest Indiana's premier athletic training center. The 40,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility features batting cages, a sand training room, a new outdoor turf infield, and so much more. Check out the facility for one of their daily classes at 3150 45th Street in Highland. Interested in signing up for team workouts or individual lessons? Check out their website at trainapf.com or contact them at 219-750-1087. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
Some see a wrestling match we see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Fans, high school sports are about so much more.
We move now to the 4th inning as Enigenberg Exteriors presents the Class 3A State Softball Championship. Enigenberg Exteriors, your all-in-one roofing specialist. Visit ebergexteriors.com and get yourself a quote. Hanover leads it 2-0 on a 2-run bomb by Sienna Stille.
Leading off for the Wildcats, the pitcher number 14, Jillian DeYoung.
Jillian DeYoung's going to lead things off here for the Wildcats. And Train and Northwood just underway, no score. Valpo's taken a 2-1 lead over Goshen. That game in the top of the 6th. Boy, how about Port? We talk about Lake County, how well we did with the 3 teams, making it to state in softball. How about the Valpo area? Valparaiso and 4A. Boone Grove, which I believe is actually a Valpo mailing address in 2A. And then you've got Couts in 1A just south of Valpo. So that area getting it done in baseball. And, of course, here in softball, we have 3 Lake County teams and Andrean doing it in baseball as well. Now, of course, that's the semi-state round. Got to get through tonight to play next week. But right now, the region leads in 2 of the games, tied in the other 2, I should say. Couts up 4-0 over Clinton Prairie. The Gophers, 2-1 to count. Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Woo, she really brought the heat with that one. Check swing there. Peel down to first. No, says the first base umpire. Count goes full now, 3-2. Here comes the pitch by Fesco. That's over for strike 3.
Center fielder number 6, Adeline McMahon.
DeYoung down on strikes. Adeline McMahon is now the hitter. Addie 0 for 1 in the ball game. She takes strike 1. Boone Grove takes the lead up 3-2 now, bottom of the 4th over the Raiders of Wapahani High School. Pitch swung on and missed, maybe a foul tip. Either way, it's a strike. 0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball, 1-2. Fesco checks the wristband. Here comes the pitch. That misses, and the count's even 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swung on, missed, dropped third, throw to first in time. McMahon is retired on the strikeout and the throw down to first. 2-3 on the put out. And now Caden Poppy comes to the plate with 2 out. Line drive, foul down the left field line. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Here's the pitch. Punched foul up the first base line. Check swing on a pitch up high. Counts even now, 2-2. Swung on and missed, ball gets away. Throw down to first, another drop third, back-to-back. Drop thirds, 2-3 put out. And that's going to do it for the fourth. Top half anyway, we'll go to the bottom half. Hanover up by 2 on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Ennigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Ennigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit ennigenberg.com for more information or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Ennigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
Generation of construction professionals.
Welcome back as Ennigenberg Exteriors home improvement hurlers tonight we've told you about, and we want to thank them for that sponsorship as well as for being the presenting sponsor of tonight's 3A state championship game. Our friends at Ennigenberg Exteriors are experienced roofing and siding contractors serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee. Visit them on the web at ebergexteriors.com. Let's take a look at the hometown scoreboard courtesy of your neighborhood Strachan Van Til Food Market. Valparaiso leads 4-1 now. Boone Grove leads 7-2. That in the bottom of the fourth. Couts leads 4-0, so 3 of the region teams right now in the lead in the semi-state championship. Make that 4 as Andrean has posted a run. They lead Northwood 1-0 in the top of the second. So right now, all 4 region teams making a strong bid to advance to the state championship next week. DeYoung checks the wristband. Here's a pitch, a fastball, inside. Nora Edgerton, Addie McMahon, and Brooklyn Ostman are the outfielders, left, center, and right. Kendall LaRoe, Sienna Ankowitz, Rebecca Ferguson, and Abby Caston are the infielders from third to first. Jillian DeYoung and Sienna Stilley are the battery mates, and I think they're saying that pitch hit the batter.
Fielder number 4, Sydney Matthews.
Oh, it was a walk. That was ball 4. My bad. Sydney Matthews is up. Bunted up the first base line. It just goes foul. 0-1 the count. Throw down to first. Runner dives back in safely. Sydney Matthews at the plate. Bottom of the 4th. Ground ball past the circle. Second baseman throws to first in time to get the out on Matthews. The runner moves up. That's Amaya Gary. Moves up from first to second on the play. And Kelsey Barras now, the catcher, steps to the plate. Here's the pitch. Check swing. No. 1-0. The pitch from DeYoung. Outside and high. 2-0. Time is called as Stilley will go out and have a word with DeYoung. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch, fouled back to the screen. DeYoung with the 2-1, fouled out of play right side. Counts even now at 2-2. There's a pitch, bounces in. The count goes full, 3-2. Ball 4, that misses. The tying runs are on base, courtesy of 2 free passes in this inning. We're going to have a courtesy runner at first. Number 17 comes in the game.
Courtesy runner.
That's Amanda Lupke.
Cathedral number 17, Amanda Lupke. Now batting the designated player number 13, Kirsten Hensbrough.
Here's the pitch. Kirsten Hansbrough, the hitter. She takes strike 1. Shows bunt, misses. 1-1, 0-2 rather. No balls, 2 strikes. Line drive gets past the second baseman on the 1 hop. Here comes the throw home. It's late, safe at home. Throw down to third, gets away, but it's backed up by the left fielder. 2-1 our score. The number 9 hitter, Caden Hansborough, comes through.
Number 5, Anna Moore.
Still only 1 out. The tying run at third. The go-ahead run at second. That was caused by the throwback to third that got away. Runner able to move up. So a base hit could give the Irish the lead. Top of the order up now with Anna Moore at the plate. Woo, it's getting exciting out here. Moore, big cut, fouls it off. Left-handed hitter goes the other way, out of play. Here comes the 0-1. That's going to be a gapper, it looks like, into left center. It is. 1 run scores. Here comes another. The Irish have the lead. It's a 2-run double. Anna Moore goes the other way. Gave that ball a ride. Edgerton and McMahon chased it, but it landed safely in left center and rolled to the wall. And now time is called. Sam Ankowitz out to have a conversation with his pitcher and his infield. Calm things down a little bit. Remind him that the game isn't over. But oh boy, that hurt. That hurt big time.
Baseman number 2, Jordan Hazelwood.
Hazelwood now the hitter. 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks. DeYoung with the pitch. Misses outside for ball one. Hazelwood, another left-handed hitter. Fouled back to the screen. 1-1 the count. Jillian checks the wristband. Here's the pitch. Oh, it's going to pop right over the shortstop's head and then ball gets loose. The throw home. Out at home. Safe at home. Throw down to third. Safe at third. Oh, my. Bad break for Hanover. The shortstop was charging on the play, and the ball was punched right over her head. It's now 4-2. And Hazelwood's at third base.
Now batting, third baseman number 3, Angie Valentine.
Wow. Hazelwood gets to third on a ball that didn't go 100 feet. Bad break for the Hanover Central Wildcats. Valentine now the hitter. Things were going so well for Hanover that a couple of walks in this inning, and they say walks will kill you. Here's an example. The pitch, check swing. Appeal down to first. No, says the first base umpire. One and one the count. Still only one out in this inning. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. And right now, Hanover in the worst spot, the middle of the lineup for Cathedral. These girls can hit. Big swing, swung on and missed. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. The count goes full. DeYoung really battling. Stares a hole through the wristband. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play back this way. Three balls, two strikes. Here comes the payoff. Outside, ball 4. Runners at the corners, the third walk of the inning.
33, Maddie Leiter.
First baseman Maddie Leitert comes up. She shows bunt. Misses for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt, swings through it, throw down. They've got the runner caught up at third. Here's it, the tag by the catcher, out at third. The runner moves up from second to third. But they do get the out on Hazelwood. That's going to go 2-6-2 on the putout. Hazelwood retired. Angie Valentine, I think she moved up from first to third on that play. So give her credit. So Hanover not out of the jam yet, but there are 2 outs and an 0-2 count on the hitter. Here's the pitch. Woo, swung on and missed, strike 3. The inning is over, but not before Hanover, but before Cathedral puts up a 4 spot. I'm not even going to do the rest. 4 runs, that's all you need to know. We're going to the 5th, 4-2. Hanover trails on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step towards your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Have you been to Bada Boom Fireworks in Lowell and DeMont yet? They have it all, big and small, from sparklers, spinners, and bottle rockets to artillery shells and aerial repeaters. Visit Bada Boom in Lowell and DeMont and choose from hundreds of items, including cakes, fountains, Big Daddy canister shells, and so much more. Put your love for America on full display this 4th of July. Celebrate our nation's independence and style with an assortment of fun and spectacular fireworks from Bada Boom Fireworks in Lowell and DeMont. And we are back out here at Bittinger Stadium. Hanover now trails at 4-2 after the Irish put up a 4 spot. In the bottom half of the 4th, we go to the 5th inning. And I believe this should be Abby Caston. It is. All 4 Northwest Indiana baseball teams currently lead in their semi-state championship games. Valpo leading Goshen 4-1 in the bottom of the 7th. That game on Region Sports. Couts 4-0, top of the 5th. Boone Grove 7-2 in their ball game, and Andrean 1-0 in theirs. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Caston is retired. That'll bring up Ferguson.
Second baseman number 3, Rebecca Ferguson.
The Hanover dugout not looking as confident as they were an inning ago. They're suddenly down 2 runs late in the ball game to a 28-2 team. That can be a scary proposition. Hopefully they can overcome it. An intimidating proposition, I should say. I don't know if scary is the right word, but not the ideal position you want to find yourself in this situation. But that's what Hanover has to do. They've got to come back from 2 runs down late in the ball game against a team on paper who comes out as superior. But again, paper doesn't mean anything. You got to get it done on the field. And let's see if Hanover can mount a comeback. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Strike 2, and I think that surprised everybody in the stadium. No balls, 2 strikes. Popped up foul over our heads. Here's the pitch. That one rolls in there for a ball, 1-2. Here comes the pitch. Down low, that'll even it up at 2-2. 1 out in the inning. Hanover needs base runners. There's a little fister punched out to the first baseman, caught for the out. Ferguson retired. 2 outs now, and Nora Edgerton, the number 9 hitter,
Nora Edgerton,
who scored 1 of the 2 Hanover runs. She came home on the Sienna Stille home run. Boy, it would be nice if history could repeat itself here. There were 2 outs in that situation when Edgerton got on base, followed by Sienna Stille, who hit the 2-run homer, a 2-out 2-run homer. So let's see, can that happen again? Edgerton looking to get on. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Edgerton steps out, now she's back in. Fesco has the sign, here's the pitch. Bounces in, 1-1 to count. Two balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Pushed foul to even the count at 2-2. Ground ball, foul. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball up the first base line, foul. The wind kicks up a little bit, blowing in this way. Here's the pitch. Check swing roller, foul up the third base line. Valparaiso, congratulations to the Vikings. They down the Goshen Redhawks 4-1. They are the semi-state champs of the North in Class 4A and will play next weekend at Victory Field. Here's the pitch. Woo, that misses. It was close. Count goes full, 3-2. Fesco with the pitch. Ground ball. Second baseman has it. Close play out at first to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. And nobody left on base. We're going to go to the bottom of the fifth. Hanover still trails by 2 on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work. You're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
And we are back, just about set for action in the bottom of the fifth inning. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Irish. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Wildcats. Leading things off for Cathedral.
Hitting out for Cathedral, the pitcher, number 25, Sidney Fesco.
Sidney Fesco. The pitcher leads things off. Here's the pitch from DeYoung. Line smash right up the middle past DeYoung. A real sizzler. And the Irish have their leadoff hitter on base. Now we're going to see a courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner at first base for the Irish, number 12, Ellis Land. Now batting for Cathedral, right fielder, number 6, Amaya Gary.
Amaya Gary steps to the plate with nobody out and a runner on first as the Irish look to pad their 2-run lead late in the ball game here. Gary shows bunt, pulls back, it's a strike. Nope, check that, it's a ball. There's a bunt. Third baseman has it, bobbles it, throws to first in time. The runner does advance to second on the sacrifice.
Now at the plate, center fielder number 4, Sidney Matthews.
Sidney Matthews now the hitter. Our game today, our 3A game, presented by Enigenberg Exteriors. Experienced roofing and siding contractors serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee. Visit them on the web at ebergexteriors.com. Jillian DeYoung in the circle. Here's the pitch. That's over for a strike. DeYoung looks hard at her wristband. Now she's got the pitch. Here it comes. Grounder over to first. Steps on first in time for the out. Fesco moves up to third.
Number 28, Kelsey Perez.
And Kelsey Perez, the catcher now, with 2 out, will try to get that run home from third base. She takes strike 1. Check swing foul in front of the Hanover dugout on the first base side. The Hanover fans starting to get a little edgy here as we're late in the ball game and they're down 2 runs. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. DeYoung is set. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. 1-2 to count. Here's the pitch. Line drive up the middle. Base hit. That's going to score the run. Fesco comes in. Perez with an RBI single. It's now 5-2.
Courtesy runner at first base for Cathedral, number 17, Amanda Lupke. Now batting for the Irish, designated player number 13, Kirsten Hensbrough.
Hansborough now the hitter. The Cathedral fans starting to sense what's coming their way with a 3-run lead late in the ball game. Pitch bounces in, throw down to second. They've got the runner who made a late break. Not sure why. But the runner is out.
No runners left on base.
That'll be a 2-4 putout to end the inning. But not before the Irish score a run. They lead 5-2. We're moving to the 6th after this on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schragle, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you could reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
Disposing of your trash.
All right, we move to the 6th. It's not looking good for the Wildcats. They're down 3, and they need to mount a comeback.
At the plate for the Wildcats, the catcher number 21, Sienna Stilley.
Stilley will lead things off. She's got a 2-run dinger in the game, but nobody on base this time. Fouled out of play, right side. Stilley with 17 home runs on the season. Here comes the 0-1. That misses 1-1. That pitch just misses on the outside. 2-1 the count. Here comes the pitch. Fastball down low. 3-1 the count. Here comes the pitch. Fly ball, right field, slicing, and goes foul. Drops in just in front of the right fielder who crossed over the line there near the fence. Congrats to the Valparaiso Vikings, 4-1 winners over Goshen in the semi-state championship. Here's a little note. They had a no-hitter in the first game, a one-hitter in the second game. Threw over 200 pitches today to the Valpo pitchers and only 4 base runners all day. There's a pitch that misses, ball 4, and Hanover has a base runner. Stilley is at first with a walk, a leadoff walk. Hanover, with that leadoff walk, needs to make the Irish pay.
Courtesy runner at first base for Hanover Central, number 2, Alyssa Bowman. Now batting, the shortstop, number 12, Sienna Antakiewicz.
Sienna Antakiewicz. Time is called. No balls, 1 strike. Runner at first. Here comes the pitch. They throw down to first, a runner back. Pitch missed for a ball. Pitch fouled back to the screen, a good cut. By Antakiewicz. Here's the pitch. Little roller up the first base line. He's going to retire the hitter. The runner's going to make a move from second to third and is caught up and tagged out. A double play. And that'll end the inning. Oh, check that. That's 2 out. 2 out.
Right fielder number 17, Brooklyn Osman.
Brooklyn Osman now steps up with 2 out. Down 3, making outs on the bases isn't going to help. Ostman swings and fouls it back. Five to 2 our score. Hanover trailing in this one. There's a pitch over for a strike. 2-2 the count now with 2 out. The leadoff hitter, Stille, got on base. And it looked like a promising inning could happen for Hanover, but it hasn't worked out that way. Pitch swung on and missed, strike three. The inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We're going to the bottom half of the sixth. The Irish lead by 3 here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the sixth here at Bettinger Stadium. Hanover led by 2, but they trail by 3. And the Indy Cathedral fans who have packed it in here are starting to anticipate a state championship celebration. But we're not there yet. Hanover needs to get out of this half inning with no damage and then get it done in the top of the 7th. Congrats to Boone Grove. The Wolves defeat Wapahani 9-2, and they advance to the Class 2A Baseball State Championship. That's 2 teams with a Valpo address, as the Vikings of Valparaiso High School beat Goshen 4-1, and I'm pretty sure the Boone Grove District, the mailing address is Valpo. You've also got Couts winning 5-0 in the bottom of the 6th, and that's just south of Valpo. Line drive, base hit into right field. The leadoff hitter is on for the Irish. That's Hansborough with her second hit of the ball game. And now Anna Moore's going to come up. Time is called by the Hanover head coach, who's out talking to the home plate umpire. He's pointing to something with his right arm, which is facing right field. Now he's going to go down and have a word with the base umpire. They're walking down the first base line, still having a discussion. Now he's going to go back in the dugout.
Now at the plate for the Irish, the shortstop number 5. Anna Moore.
I don't know what that was about, but he was pointing out maybe towards the berm, and a young couple on a blanket have got up and moved back. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but it was in the direction that he was pointing. But I just don't see what that would, I don't know. Anna Moore, the hitter. Runner at first with nobody out. Here comes the pitch from D. Young. Big swing, fouled out of play. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. 3-1 the count. An Iron Horse type performance out there for Jillian DeYoung. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Runners now at first and second, and that's going to bring Sam Antikowitz out. And there's a meeting in the circle. Nobody out. Hanover having trouble getting through this inning here. Runners at first and second. And nobody out. We've got the 2, 3, and 4 hitters lined up for the Cathedral Irish. This could get worse for Hanover if they can't figure out a way to stop it. It has cooled off considerably here.
Baseman number 2, Jordan Hazelwood.
Hazelwood, the hitter now, left-hander. Takes ball 1. The Cathedral, a bunch of Cathedral football players right here in front of us, and they're getting ready to celebrate, but it's not time yet. DeYoung with the pitch. Fastball over for a strike. Slap foul. One and two. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Hazelwood is retired. And Angie Valentine comes to the plate.
Angie Valentine.
One ball, no strikes. Up high, 2 balls and no strikes. Fly ball out of play right side. The count is 2-1. Here's the 3-1. That's over for a strike, 3-2. DeYoung checks the wristband. Here's the pitch. Little looper into short left field. Shortstop goes back to the grass and makes the catch for the second out now of the inning. And Maddie Leiter is the hitter. Yet another lefty.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Irish, number 8, Lauren Wright.
See if we can get a name on this pinch hitter. Lauren Wright. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Lauren Wright is a senior. She's batting for the cleanup hitter, so I'm wondering if maybe the Cathedral coach isn't just doing a nice gesture here and letting her get one last at bat. Swung on and missed, and she's going up there hacking. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's 5-2. This game isn't iced by any stretch. So batting, pinch hitting for your cleanup hitter with 2 runners on and 2 out is a major move. Not something you see happen often. Although Leiter has had a tough day at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 4 strikeouts for the cleanup hitters today.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors.
All right, we got to go to the 7th inning. Hanover needs 3 runs to stay alive. 4 gives them the lead. We're back with the finish after this on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
The Athletic Performance Factory is Northwest Indiana's premier athletic training.
Won semi-state titles tonight and will advance to the state championship games next weekend at Victory Field. Couch also leads late in their ball game, and Drain has a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th in their ball game. That all courtesy of the Strachan Van Til hometown scoreboard. First pitch misses, ball 1. The Hanover fans clapping and making some noise. Same thing in the Hanover dugout. Here's the pitch. Outside corner at the knees for a strike. Swung on and missed, or swung on foul tip there. 1-2 the count now. As the green-shirted Irish fans to our left start to get a little rowdy. They can sense the championship, but we're not there yet. Hanover's going to put up a fight. At least we hope so. Here comes the 1-2. Outside for a ball that counts even. Couch goes to the bottom of the 7th, leading by 5 over Clinton Prairie. That's just down the road at Loeb Stadium in Lafayette. I drove past there on the way here today. It's been a great run for Hanover, regardless of how it ends. 18-12 coming in. 11-12 when they ended the regular season. 7-0 in the tournament so far. Here's the 2-2. Up high for a ball, 3-2. Here's the pitch. Ground ball smash past the pitcher. Deflected to the second baseman. Throw to first in time. Wow. A hot smash deflected by the pitcher. Goes right to the second baseman, who scoops it and throws in one motion to get DeYoung hustling down the line.
Number 6.
That will be a 1-4-3 putout. And McMahon will come to the plate. Ball 1 to McMahon. That pitch is up high, 2-0. Hanover cannot do it without base runners. They need base runners. They have not had a lot today. Just 3 hits in the ball game. Fesco's done a great job. Here's the pitch. Check swing strike, 2-1. I think without the check, that might have been ball 3. The 2-1 bounces in, 3-1. Here's the pitch. Slap foul. 2-2, 3-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Slap foul again. Here's the 3-2. Bounces in, ball 4. Hanover has a base runner, which they so desperately need.
The designated player, number 16, Caden Poppy.
Caden Poppy now, the designated player, as Hanover has a little bit of hope. Check swing, no, says the home plate umpire. The pitch. That's up high for a ball. Two and 0 the count. Here's the pitch. Swung out and missed. Now 2-1. Check swing strike. 2-2. That pitch misses upstairs. The count's full, 3-2. Here we go. Foul tip. Poppy is still alive. Full count, here's the payoff. That bounces in, ball 4. All right. Abby Caston now comes to the plate. Time is called by the Irish. They're going to meet in the circle. What we have here is a situation where the tying run is at the plate. Let's look at the stat sheets here. See if we can find Abby Capston. And what she has done. Well, unfortunately, I do not have all the numbers, so I can't tell you whether or not Caston's hit any long balls this year. But boy, if she could hit one here, it would tie it up. What a spot. There's only one out.
For Hanover Central, number 13, Jordan Harble. Now batting, number 5, the first baseman, Abby Caston.
Abby Caston. Hanover fans making noise. So are the Irish fans. A great atmosphere out here. Let's see if Hanover can keep it going. Fastball swung on and missed. Here comes the pitch. Up high for a ball. Fesco in the circle. Has the sign. Here's the pitch. Way up high. It's a wild pitch. Gets away. The runners will advance to second and third. That one went back to the screen over the catcher's head. Whew, all of a sudden, there's hope on the Hanover side. Don't go anywhere. Swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fesco checks the wristband. Here comes the pitch. Oh, a high fastball. Swung on and missed. Oh, Caston upset with herself. She chased one. Rebecca Ferguson now. And all of a sudden, Hanover is down to their last out. Such a promising situation was developing with less than 2 out. A base hit can still mean 2. The tying run is still at the plate, so this one is not over. Hanover needs to keep it alive. Inside for a ball. Things got exciting here real quick. 5-2 our score. Runners at second and third. The tying run at the plate. Here's a pitch that's going to drop in. It's a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes another. It's 5-4. It's 5-4. What a big hit. A 2-run single for Ferguson. How about this, folks?
Number 9, Nora Edgerton.
Edgerton now the hitter. She reached on a single and scored on the home run by Stilley. Back in the third. What's that noise? No idea what that was, but it stopped everybody in their tracks here at the stadium. Edgerton trying to keep it alive. If she can do it, Stilley comes to the plate. Here we go. Bounced in, ball 1. That is the tying run down at first base. Fesco with the pitch. Swung on and missed. What great excitement here. Top of the 7th. 5-4 our score. 3A state championship on the line. Can Hanover tie it? Here's the pitch. Fouled back. 1-2 the count. The number 9 hitter for Hanover trying to keep it alive. She's down to her last strike. Hanover's down to its last strike. If she can keep it alive, it brings up Stilley, who's got 17 home runs. Here's the pitch. Oh, just misses on the outside corner. Wow. The count is now 2-2. There are 2 out. Woo, what excitement. Here comes a pitch. Fouled off. Hanover did not go quietly here in the 7th. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, tying run at first base. Top of the 7th. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That's going to do it.
2 runs on 1 hit, no errors. 2 runners on base. Final score, Cathedral 5, Hanover Central 4.
Heartbreak for Hanover. They made it so close. They put up a great fight in the 7th.
4 hits, 1 error.
But it was not meant to be, and they lose 5-4.
They finish the season at 18-13.
Congratulations to the Cathedral Irish.
5 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Cathedral. They finish the season at 29-2. Time of the game tonight, 2 hours and 29 minutes.
The teams are shaking hands now. A great run by Hanover comes to an end. All right, well, we've got to name some award winners. Our Lantern Man superhero, that's going to go to the Irish starting pitcher. Sidney Fesco, who went the distance. The Crowell Companies, proud to support the superheroes on the softball diamond. Let's take a look now at our Boilermakers Local 374 blue-collar player of the game. This game was all about pitching, and we're giving the blue-collar award to Jillian D. Young of Hanover Central, who went the distance for her ball club and came up just a little bit short. The Blue Collar Award, courtesy of Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn. Look them up at local375.org. And finally, the Ironworkers Local 395 play of the game.
Presenting the Mental Attitude Award on behalf
Boy, that's
of
a tough
the
one.
IHSAA Executive Committee is Chris Painter from Terre Haute North High School.
In the 5th inning,
Farm Bureau Insurance, presenting sponsors of the IHSAA Mental Attitude Award, the IHSAA Executive Committee will award a $1,000 scholarship to the winner's school. Please join us in thanking Indiana Farm Bureau for their generous support of student athletes and high school athletics in our state.
before we get to that, our 395 Ironworkers play of the game is the Kelsey Barris RBI that brought in the winning run, which was scored by Sidney Fesco.
This student was nominated by our principal, athletic director, and coach, and excelled in mental attitude, athletic ability, scholarship, and leadership. The winner of the 2025 Mental Attitude Award for Class 3A softball is Anna Moore from Cathedral.
All right, well, we're going to wrap things up from here. Northwest Indiana goes 2-2 down here at Purdue. North Newton and Crown Point get victories. Andrean and Hanover fall. But it's been a fun season, and we thank you all for joining us. But that's going to wrap it up for this weekend, at least from here at Purdue. For Zach Zanelli, for Mike Dewan, and for all of us at the Region Sports Network, I'm Chris Ramirez. Thank you for watching, everybody. This has been a production of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.